Greetings and welcome once again to Roman of the Empire. I am your host, Roman, and I'm going to do something I never thought I'd have to do. I'm going to apologize. I'm going to apologize to Ahsoka and Kenobi and Book of Boba Fett. I'm sorry. I didn't know. You're all part of the same abused family. I understand now. I know where this is going. I watched the episodes 1 and 2 of The Acolyte, which is a stupid name, but we'll get into that later. With my son, young Jake of the Empire, and he just looks over from the chair and he's like, "Dad, yes, son. This makes the dialogue in the prequels look like Shakespeare," and I'm like, "Yes, son, you're correct. Thank you. Excellent observation." So we watched 1 and 2 of The Acolyte, and we're going to do a breakdown of all of that. And I'd say it's a lot, but it's not. It's just kind of is. But bear with us. Just stick with us through this troubled time. So we'll go around the horn and we'll do our introductions. Jump in, say hi to the chat, and then we will get rolling with the show. He is my partner on this channel. He is my wingman. He is Shieldwall of Dragons. Welcome back, my friend. How are you? And I'm sorry.
Hey, thanks for having me. I noticed you didn't say I stopped something from bombing because
nope. It bombed all on its own this week, my friend.
It did. But luckily, now that I know that fire burns in space, that'll be my new place to drop some bombs. So anyway, thanks for having me on the show. Be going over this show, The Acolyte. I'm willing to give it its full run to see if it gets, better, worse, whatever. But but I'm happy to be here.
Right on. He is the scourge of Gotham, the nemesis of the Dark Knight. He is Joker Voice. Welcome back, my friend. It's good to have you, and I'm sorry.
Well, this is proof that Roman hates us all, making us watch this show. And I think it is because I think I may have to apologize for making maybe one too many breadstick jokes, maybe one too many scissor jokes. And then I watched episode 1 and 2, and I'm like, oh no. Scissors aplenty, coming, folks. Scissors, plenty.
There might be something new that arises from this show, Joker. It might be the advent of the light scissors.
Oh, yes. There's going to be scissoring when we get to episode 3. I guarantee it.
And if anything I've heard about season 3, we'll get into, or episode 3. Sorry, season 3. Yep. Dear God.
Oh God!
If anything about episode 3, if anything that Chris Gore and Alan Ning are saying are true, and I have no reason not to believe them.
Yeah.
Oh boy! Boy!
Yeah, we're in for what I suspect will be a rough ride, but maybe I'm wrong.
This is going to be a rough ride with no lube.
Yeah, exactly. She will tell you if this is the way. Books, games, or movies. She's armored up and ready to fight. She is Untamed Mando. Welcome back, Mando. It's good to see you, and I'm sorry.
I mean, I leave for vacation. I hang out in Florida, visit with some friends, and then I come back to this. Yay!
I know. I know. It's like coming back and your work basket is full from someone who quit and actually murdered someone in the office.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
It could be worse.
Don't say that.
They're gonna make it worse.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, it will be. It will be.
Oh, don't start. I have something. We're going to get to there's something we need to discuss on that point that you just did, but we'll get there. In space, his beard will hear you scream. He is Beard of Liberty. Welcome back, my friend. And I'm sorry.
Look, I'm not going to act like you put a gun to my head. No, it was pointing the other direction and made me do this. But you know, the only the only saving grace I have with this is that at least so far they're not touching any characters that I care about. I still fear they're going to screw up Yoda and make him some hateful guy.
What I'm concerned about is they're going to touch a lot more than just the characters. They're going to touch the no-nos of the entire franchise. Is what I
was going to say. I already feel a little touched.
The Force. Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to find out.
They're going to violate everything.
I know I'm jumping a little bit
How
ahead.
bad can it be?
I know I'm jumping a little bit ahead, but I'm just going to say we're going to find out that Anakin wasn't the first Force-born baby. Anyway, move on.
But just know, Anakin blew up the Death Star.
Well, he did.
That's right. That's correct.
And twice he said that shit twice. He doubled down on it, which is great. I'm glad he's so good at what he fucking does. It's funny. So I actually invited Pops to be on this stream with us. And Pops is in a positive Star Wars place right now. So he's avoiding this show like Yord avoids a vagina.
The plague.
So totally just not going near it.
Wow.
Anyway.
Wow.
He is the meme master of the interweb, using his power for good instead of evil. He is Jacob Ironside. Welcome back. Thank you for the thumbnail this week. And I'm sorry.
You're welcome for the thumbnail. This show is, I'm not bothered by this stuff anymore because they've already destroyed enough of it. So I'm not surprised.
Forever.
But this is your fault, Roman. This is your fault.
What the fuck? Why would you do that to me? That's cruel.
Olive Garden breadsticks.
If the show was about colitis, it'd be more interesting.
Yeah.
That's one of the worst things I've ever seen.
The Rick James hair.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
Oh God damn it. Well, thank you for that, Jacob. I'm slightly less sorry now, but that was really funny. Oh Lord. He is the man who knows all the things about all the things. He is the Thad who shouldn't be the unbearable 73. He is the Acolyte, true destroyer of all 5 Death Stars. Welcome back, my friend. It's good to have you. And I'm sorry.
You can watch my adventures on Disney Minus as I mastered the farce.
Oh. Well, it's good to have you with us. Yes, Matt.
I don't feel too bad about watching these episodes only because I knew the third one is the one that's going to make me upset. Right?
And we don't know we do, and I'm not sure what they're going to do with that. And for those of you who are just joining us, it has been revealed on the interweb that episode 3 is going to be. These are the people who this show is made to make white men cry, and they believe Anakin destroyed a Death Star. This crowd, that episode 3 is going to be something that's going to be.
It's going to be
it's going to be an acid enema. It's going to be whatever it is. It's going to be terrible. And so, anyway, we need to brace for that, folks. We just need to brace for it. We don't know what it's going to be, but we know it's going to be bad. It's
Matt still has.
There's a common thing with these shows, whether it's the Crapolite or Rings of Prime, Wheel of Prime, whatever. And I'll go into it a bit more when I talk about the show itself, but pay attention to the difference between doing homage to something, right? Or satirizing something, which could be good things, and blatantly ripping something off. Okay? Just keep that in mind when you watch this show in particular. Because I think this stupid person, the director, thinks she's doing one of them, but she's in fact doing the other thing.
Gotcha.
Woof. Well, we'll finish everything. We can dive in. Musician, pop culture aficionado, man of the people. He is Sammy the Repeat. He is the YouTube whore who shows up here every Thursday, and I am happy that he does. You are on everybody's show. You're going to go on a show after this show. You're probably on another show right now while you're on this show. It's pretty impressive, but I'm happy you're here. And I'm sorry.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
That was
Sammy's
real
despondent.
That's okay,
Sammy's
Sammy. You can
despondent.
just go to the planet with the 2 moms on it.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the planet with
Well, Sammy, if World War III about to happen, you might have
Yeah.
a choice coming.
Call me Sammy Last Pete.
Let's
We just
say
need
hi
a
to
Death
the
Star
chat
to make a
real
new hole.
fast. What is that
We
sound?
just need the Death
Lord.
Star to make a new hole.
Well,
Don't
there are
make-
going to be
don't-
lots of holes, I suspect, in this.
Don't make it. You can't make a new Death Star. Anakin will just blow it up.
Anakin will blow up the Death Star. So our good friend Boosh McFadden is out here with us. You procured dozens of. Oh yes, yeah. Oh, good Lord, yeah. Miss Hedlund,
Roman.
the
In
swear
reference to
job
that,
man who is in charge of this show. Yes, Matt.
I said to someone in Discord the other day who likes this show, I said, well, it should be good because now that she's not doing that for Harvey Weinstein anymore, procuring victims, she has plenty of time to research Star Wars.
She has
Yeah,
plenty
she
of time
wants
to
to talk
write
about
about
it.
it.
Nothing
Her
but
final
She's not doing
victim.
it for somebody else.
her final victim is all of us. So Vanquish.
Dempsey.
I lost
Goddamn,
the
Dempsey.
peoples.
Dempsey, wow.
Um,
Wow.
Oh shit. Oh, what was that?
Wow.
Oh god, I lost. I'm sorry. Oh, that's not that's not an exhaust board. Oh my.
He's right. This
Dax
is a wheelchair.
here as well. Good Lord. I think stop talking about that and make Porkins. Well, in fact, I actually had I think
Stay on
Porkins, one
target.
of his ancestors, may be in this episode or in episode 2.
Stay
I've
on
never seen a
target.
fat Jedi before, but I saw a fat Jedi.
That's too big to
back
be an
that one.
exhaust board.
Steven Ransom is out there. Whoops, I'm clicking on the wrong things because I'm not very good at my job. Sammy is looking very Nubian. Well, pretty good. Take that.
What's a Nubian?
I heard in episode 5 revealed the twins' dreadlocks are stitched together from beards. Beard of Liberty's beard.
I did not sign off on that.
No.
If that were back to the show, would be 10 times better.
Wow.
Dempsey, who I tried to bribe him to be on this show, and he was like, I just can't. I can't do this to myself, bro. I just can't do it. And but we love Dempsey, and if you were here, I'd be apologizing to you too. So our good friend Copa is out there. Acid Enema is a sweet band name, and you are correct, sir. That might be the next one. We don't know.
You mentioned she was square-headed, Leslie Headland.
Yes.
Now that I think about it, she looks like Powdered Toast Man from Ren and Stimpy. And
whoa, that's rough from the Rogue Attraction.
Tom, and you're a family channel.
That's
Tom
George
woke
on
up
the
and chose
keyboard.
violence.
That's what it is.
Let's see. Dempsey had another. I'm so glad that they got Trinity to be in the. Fuck all. Yeah, we'll get to that for the very brief amount of time she is on the show.
Yeah.
She does a terrible job. It's very exciting.
Yeah, Dempsey, did you hear how long she was in the show? Dempsey? 6 minutes. The first 6
Was it a whole 6
minutes?
minutes? Because it didn't feel like that.
It felt like 3 minutes.
hang on.
That's right. I wanted to jump off a cliff at the 3-minute mark. Never
Don't
mind.
count. They may force go, sir.
Oh, there we go. And no, Nadia, this isn't Star Trek, although
might
that
become
is
the female
another
force.
dead franchise. Well, actually, Star Trek got to survive because they did Picard season 3, which I still liked. I know it's not for everyone. Yes, Joker.
I like Lower Decks too.
I just wanted to mention something here. As reported by Deadline, the show cost $180 million to make.
Mm.
Well, they probably
Which-
spent $100 million reshaping
which-
Dorso.
Give it to me.
Which A is 18 Godzilla minus ones. Let's just put
Oh my
Oh!
that
god.
in context.
I just saw that.
Hang on.
Wow.
And now, also, if you break it down, 8 episodes, 30 minutes each, that is $750,000 per minute.
Seems legit.
Yeah.
Except
There's
for
no-
the
That's
writing.
why
Yeah.
they spend more women in the law every day.
Yeah, exactly.
I am just gonna say,
Is that-
they ate very well on
Yeah.
set.
No, that-
craft services
Yep.
must have been
Steak
I'm-
and
I'm-
lobster.
I'm leaving-
No,
I'm leaving
that's
the
how long they had to get
comment
Charlie
alone.
Martin in
Walked
there to
away with a
staple those
big
French
paycheck.
fries to the top of his head.
Oh Lord.
Well, Henley needed
Fuck
that money.
that guy. All right, so without further ado, let's dive into this. And right now, just before we get started, I'll just apologize to everyone watching right now because 1, we're going to be covering the Acolyte, and 2, I don't know what's going to happen. This could be an explosive stream. I have no idea. Explosive like 2 a.m. Taco Bell or gas station sushi explosive. We don't know what's going to happen.
What
So,
if by week 4 we're just like, holy shit, this is the best Star Wars show I've ever seen?
I don't. Maybe that'll happen. Maybe that'll happen.
Honestly, that would be
I am not
awesome.
anticipating that, but
I mean,
That would be
I'm
awesome.
hopeful.
I'd love to be proved wrong, but
Yeah,
it's not gonna happen.
it's like I want to like this stuff, Roman. I want to.
I didn't. I actually, this is one of the few
Sammy,
that
you got
I
jokes.
went into knowing I was going to not like it. I was
Yeah.
actually hoping Ahsoka was going to have some moments that were going to be good. But you got
They did when they brought in the littlest.
Well,
Ahsoka.
Balin Skull. I
Five
liked Balin
minutes.
Skull's
Yeah.
character.
Mhm.
I enjoyed him.
Same.
Balin
Not for
was
everyone,
good,
but I
and-
at least enjoyed Bray Stevenson.
and young Ahsoka was
Okay.
done well.
Okay, whoa. Hey, hang on really quick. If you look at Balin's skull, the performance was great. His character was nothing. His
Yeah.
character
No,
was
yeah,
absolutely
it wasn't.
nothing.
Well, let's just focus on the positive for what it is.
There was none.
All right. So it's 100 years before the rise of the Empire. It's a time of peace. The Jedi Order and the Galactic Republic have prospered for centuries without war. Where the fuck is Yoda? But in the dark corners of the galaxy, a powerful few learn to use the Force in secret. That's stupid. One of them, a lone assassin,
Yes, very
risked
stupid.
discovery to seek revenge. All
Well,
of
at
that
least it's
is
actually
fake and gay.
scroll.
Oops! What happened? Sorry, I jumped
mean,
ahead. Even my
Disney can't
computer
even
didn't
keep
want
their
to
own
watch this.
stuff straight because
No.
they have already established in their canon that there are all sorts of other types of people who could tap into the Force in some way or another that weren't
Apparently,
Jedi.
yes.
And so they've forgotten that. Apparently,
Yes,
for
they
this.
have.
So,
I
Jay,
guess that this is drawing off the Knights, draw up and rooting
Oh.
further the Night Sisters of Dathomir. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, probably. Most
But-
I
likely.
don't think they're going to be.
But when asked,
No, I don't think.
but
they
when
are.
asked about the comparison to the Night Sisters, the actress had no idea who the Night Sisters
no,
were.
of course
she
she just
didn't.
wants white people to cry. She said that. That wasn't mine. That's
Technically,
that's a
she
quote
didn't
from
say
her.
that about this.
Correct. Thank you.
Well, they should go to Charlie Barnett, the expert on Star Wars. Who's best?
Yeah, exactly. But by the
Yeah.
way,
Wait,
if I
this-
see this
this
bitch's
actress
bottom
said
lip
that?
shake while she's looking into the camera one more time, I'm gonna freak out.
So
She
I
does it
thought
as
this little.
the main character, and she does it as the twin all the time.
Oh, yeah, she plays both. So she plays both May
And what?
and OSHA. OSHA being one of the most hated organizations in the government. So it
Yeah.
all works
Oh, is
out.
this
I
And they-
suppose.
Is
They
this the
didn't-
ball match version
They
of
didn't
Gandalf or
tell us
Jawa?
in the trailer that there was going to be an evil twin, did they?
You didn't
In
need
the
to
trailer,
know.
no. In the trailer,
Well,
So here we have a
one of
little-
the trailers spoiled the
They
subtitles.
showed it to you. Stupid.
Yeah.
So generic city, generic cantina, a bunch of generic characters.
Just on
The barman, I thought
A
looked all
bunch of
right. I
aliens
thought the
we've never
barman
seen
looked okay.
before.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but based on some of the references that that Ocean made, just being technical about this. I'm wondering if she comes from a planet where women are born as twins a lot. There's something about her mother and has identical twister spots.
You mean her mothers? You mean her mothers, my friend?
No, I get that too, but I'm saying there's some dialogue in there that suggested that like twin women are a common thing on the world she's from. But I don't know if that's the case. I'm just kind of reading into something.
Dr. Mengele went to their world? What?
Yeah. That would actually have been a better movie. I would pay to see Space Mengele kills all of these people.
The very first words here, I
fucking
was like,
terrible.
I was like, oh my god,
Kiss my child.
the writing of this is so bad. Come at me, Jedi. Attack me with your strength. I'm like, are you
with your full power? With your
and that's
full
like her
power.
And her
thing now.
saying, "Yes, my child."
Yes,
Jedi
yeah,
are
like
not none.
Oh God, it was terrible. So she goes into her fucking stance here.
This is like maybe 3 minutes in. Like when I made my tweet
like
today,
90
I was
seconds.
at this spot. I was
This
here.
is like 90
I was
seconds.
like,
Oh, and then there's
Yeah.
Handlebar Head.
Yeah, he's good for 11 though. And she's like, "Fuck off," and she's like,
she knows she wants to
"No."
be in that, right?
So she says, what's her fuck? Who doesn't live very long? Indara, Carrie Ann Moss, in her 6 minutes of show. Yeah.
So we get this little fight thing going on. She talks into a comlink. I've encountered an unidentified Force user. You're a Jedi. Shouldn't you be able to tell if someone is Force sensitive when they are in your proximity?
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, in general. However, the Sith, particularly Palpatine, know how to hide that.
Yeah, but she doesn't. She's not a Sith.
Worse. It's even worse.
She's
than
an
that, Joe.
acolyte.
there's way worse.
Let's talk about that for a second, Sammy. You just brought it up. This is one of the things that I've been irritated about since the inception of the show. The acolyte. They keep saying that word like it means something interesting. It's basically you're a trainee, an assistant. That's it.
Apprentice.
That's all it is. They should have just called the show
apprentice.
The Assistant.
Like Harvey Weinstein's assistant.
Sammy,
The true
uncovering
acolyte.
Oh my god.
dropping the truth on the show.
Wait. So what you're saying is the acolyte is basically an apprentice, but you couldn't call it. But you couldn't call the show The Apprentice because then all the MAGA folk would just come do the rushing to it.
Yes. And also, isn't she supposed to be a Jedi master?
Well, only get
Yes.
this. Here's the
I was
point.
going to make that point
This
and just
should not have
say-
happened.
Trainee
When you
take out a
pick any of
master.
these fights, okay, any of these fights, right? And we know this from the movies. The only time the Jedi really use their lightsaber is when someone can equal them in the Force, right?
Right.
So why doesn't she just pick her up, hold her completely still, tie her up, and take her for interrogation? We see later
Right.
Jedi doing that,
Yeah.
like manhandling them.
What I would have rather
She
seen.
literally lets her kill her.
Right, exactly. What I would have liked to have seen when she says, "Attack me with your full force," is just a lightsaber throw. Goes. Zzz,
Oh wait,
cuts in
you
half,
mean
and then
you
comes
mean
back.
Yeah.
let's
Even
hey,
a
so
lightsaber
trying to
throw.
grope
Just
her
let
light.
her
Even if
throw
we
works.
since we know what's coming, what if like she looked at her and then like her eyes got it, and then she realized who she was and let her kill her?
yeah, no shit.
That would have been better.
Hey,
Well,
so Jedi Master, actual Jedi
Look,
Master.
right here. She's groping for her lights.
That
Kendi,
entire Jedi
Carter,
thing is anything seen in this show.
And another thing
I
too,
love that.
who brought this up that all like Jedi need to be these boring, stoic, and talk like
Jesus.
my child? And it was like, it wasn't
know
always
that.
like that. They're allowed to have emotions. You're just supposed to be
They're-
collected.
No. And
They're not
so
like
we-
Buddhist
I mean, just-
monks like that.
no, well, not
The
yet.
Clone
They're not.
Wars.
There's that one motherfucker. We'll get to him
The
though.
Clone Wars.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Each Jedi
so
was
May-
different. had
Yeah,
different
May does this
personalities.
twice.
But no, this
When
this
you
is
need
just
positive emotions, access the light side of the
robot.
force. It only responds to positive emotions.
Yeah, but they have no emotions.
Exactly.
No, they're dead inside, just like us.
like a Sith.
So May does this twice. We see her do this twice she tries to grab the lightsaber. She fails, but she's going for the lightsaber. I don't know why, but she is doing
it's
that.
contradictory because we find out later she's supposed to be doing
and
this
then
unarmed.
She just leaves it.
Okay, no. Each Jedi Master is a test. That's what it is.
Mhm.
So this one was supposed to be whatever the stipulation was. The next one that she kills, the next one she kills was supposed to be unarmed.
Here's the comm
Okay.
thing. I
also-
have an unidentified force user. Okay, whatever.
With the fight she had, okay, and remember thinking about homage versus stealing. I think of this acolyte as basically a female braided Kakashi. She's fighting with kunai. She has a mask on. She's fighting like Kakashi from Naruto with the leaps and the moves and the misdirection. So clearly, and you'll see it in every single fight this character does. She fights like a Naruto ninja. Just watch every single fight.
Yes, but if only if you play the anime in slow motion, because this fight is terrible.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
horrible
so
fight.
bad. It's so
This
bad.
is like a
like a
bad
square
This is
dancing
Kung Fu,
class.
though.
Wait, hang on.
Even
Where did Kung Fu
those are
come
actually
from in
kunai.
Star Wars?
No, I
She
see
has
them.
just
Whoa,
she has
whoa.
just drawn. She has just drawn the deadliest weapons in the galaxy.
A spreading
Kunai.
knife.
Throwing knives.
Little steel daggers.
Butter knife.
You know what I wanted
They're
to see?
actually kunai.
her-
If you look at them, they're
The
like
Jedi
kunai.
cuts her in half, and then the credits roll, and we don't have to watch
Exactly.
anymore.
That's
of
what should have happened. She
Yeah,
should have
exactly.
anticipated this.
She is a
Just like a
Jedi
Sith.
master facing someone who may or may not be trained in dark side force side of the force, but she is still very you can just tell she's
more
not
in Kung Fu.
good, and this master is just playing around with her.
Right.
Like
And yet, the scene that comes up here, which we're going to get to. So they fight. Carrie-Anne Moss does her Matrix fighting moves. That's what it looks like, except not as good. Just have that in your head when you're seeing.
she's still
that.
better than this other acolyte.
No. The May is clumsy, and she is the brawler in the ring, where Indara is the boxer. She has style. She's moving properly, and May is just bumbling through this, and it's embarrassing to watch, but it's more
May is Star
embarrassing
Wars
when she
kid.
gets a leg up on Indara.
There's the lip quiver.
Stupid. So she draws her lightsaber. Finally, she draws her lightsaber. She could end this fight any minute. Any minute.
By the way, when your lightsaber is green, that means you are very in tune with the Force. This should have not been a problem. This should have been.
That's not a
That
Disney,
doesn't-
apparently.
That doesn't apply to the High Republic because they gave them the whole rainbow of lightsabers. Shock.
Oh yeah,
they
they
used
have
it.
all the
Oh
colors.
yeah,
of
French Fry
rainbow.
had a temple guard.
Temple guard
Yeah,
saber.
yeah.
What were you going to say, Jacob? You were saying something about.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
I just this is Kung Fu. Why are Jedi Kung Fu fighting? Force users,
Everybody
Kung Fu
was.
fighting.
Because
and not as fast.
Everybody was kung fu
This is
fighting.
not- yes,
No one got
but not in Star Wars.
Well, yeah, there was Terrace
Oh.
Kasi, which was an unarmed combat.
Well, that's
Jedi,
not Kung
Jedi
Fu.
can
No,
really
that is
fight
Kung
with
Fu-
Asian martial
Kung
arts.
Fu
That's
is
in
in
the lore
our
Yes.
is in our world, not in Star Wars.
Oh yeah, but there's martial arts.
That's
I
a,
mean,
that's a
Oh yeah,
yeah,
there's
but not Kung Fu. This is like a Kung Fu. They're like
Right,
trying to
they're-
copy a Kung
Well, it's
Fu
like the
movie here.
Matrix. It's the same moves
Well,
from
that
the
is
Matrix.
true,
Mhm.
but
Right.
even in George's movies, the six of them, the Jedi fight, and the first one with samurai martial arts looking style, and the second
Correct.
one with more Chinese looking styles.
Jesus Christ, I would rather
So,
continue watching Rosie
let-
O'Donnell's
let's-
colonoscopy video than.
I hate this scene right here. So right now, bartender's bumble fucking around down there, and he makes a noise.
Hey.
Not,
Do not
well,
generalize
not you,
all of us.
not you. But
Thank you.
they both look down, though. They both look down at the bartender. Indara, Carrie-Anne Moss opens herself up like a fucking moron to get killed when she's looking down at this guy.
Can she not task?
May doesn't kill him though.
Well,
she could have stopped it with the Force without looking.
Here's the
she
real
can
question.
only focus on one thing at a time. Apparently, when you become a Jedi Master, you can do one thing at a time, and that's it. Like
she's like, damn my ADD.
Here's the real question: why did the bartender just stand there and not run away like everybody else?
Because he's fucking retarded too, like everybody else.
Right required him to see what happened.
Because he's protecting the cash register. That's why. I'm just saying.
But just this, the thing that really irked me is she stopped the little dagger from going towards the bartender or whatnot. She
exactly.
Stop
As you should.
Drop it, block. Takes 2 seconds. She just holds the dagger in midair for a good solid minute, then looks over.
The skill level of the two, this fight should have been ended at the beginning of it when she started attacking people. She should have been able to push her against the wall with the Force, and that's it. You're captured.
No, she should have been able to do this with her eyes closed, even if she threw something at the bartender. She could have literally stopped it. Yeah, and then not even been looking at this person. So it was like, you already show that you have no fundamental understanding of the universe that it's in, and now we're going to see that she doesn't have a fundamental understanding how space works.
Yeah, I mean, this is supposed to be the Jedi at the height of their power. This is before Palpatine and Plagueis show up and start clouding their vision.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, Boosh, that's actually correct. What are you doing? So now we get the Leslie Headland was Harvey Weinstein,
former personal assistant to Captain Casting Couch,
the Acolyte. So now we go to the ship. This threw me for a second because I didn't know it was twins because I didn't care. But then I was like, oh, it's fucking twins. Okay, got it.
Well,
yay. Okay.
They gave that out in the trailer.
By the way,
and then
Vanity Magazine said that this was the new popular droid. It's taking it by storm. It was like, this is a calculator. I didn't even know it was a droid until it turned its head, like when she's in the jail cell.
Yeah. Joker just nailed it.
The first thing I thought was, oh great,
everything you needed to.
It transforms even. It's a damn multi-tool with a laser and a computer in it.
They're trying to bring back the little the little droid from Jedi Survivor. Was
it? BD1?
Yeah, but at least that one would hang out on his back. And stuff.
But again, in that scene there, again, you get real world dialogue put into this world. Inside voices. Voices. That's what you tell a child. Yes, Dempsey.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a Sonic. That's all it is.
It is. So they're on a trade federation ship, and they have human mechanics, even though they're not supposed to. They're
mechans.
Audience.
Yeah, they're
the ham-handed political thing of the poor worker being displaced by evil corporate robots.
Wait.
Right?
Let me get this straight. They have humans that have to eat. They have to pay them when they could just have a droid go out there and do it. That doesn't need to be paid.
Yes.
Not only that, they said it's illegal for them to be doing this. It's supposed to be droids doing it.
Right.
Yep. So here it comes. The great.
Okay.
Wait. What? Okay. Wait. What?
Yeah. I have heard this
what
argument.
What?
I've heard this argument before when people talked about the explosions in space, the Death Star, and I'm like, okay, there could be a spark, and the oxygen that was contained inside could burn, yes, but it is quickly absorbed and dissipated by the lack of oxygen when it hits space, not a sustained fire.
Yeah, this would
need. That sounds like a campfire.
Logs are burning.
Okay, guys,
they're singing songs. They're making.
If we want to do the technical of this, there are other things besides oxygen that can cause flame effects and burn some longer. So that's the least of all things wrong with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if it's pure nitrogen.
The main thing there is that it looks like a campfire in a zero gravity environment.
Oh,
we know it's zero gravity because they had to use their
hydrogen. I meant.
So it wouldn't be going up like that. It would just be in like an orb going equally every single direction.
What are the Jedi doing?
The Japanese, these dudes.
Yeah.
They didn't give them the especially racist.
So that's okay.
That's okay. The Jedi later makes fun of them because he mocks their accent all the time, every time he speaks. Did nobody else pick up on that? Look, I know he had to learn English for that, and I applaud him for it. But he basically sounded like the Neimoidians from Episode 1 the entire time, every time he spoke.
Yeah. Maybe they were like, we can't have two guys with this accent. Dude, that hair is just ridiculous. They should have just let him have his regular hair.
The freaking High Republic design for the Jedi robes makes me so sick, and it makes me want to burn down the world.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so correct me here. So this guy is a Jedi Knight, correct?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
Yes.
He's not a Padawan.
No, recently appointed.
Okay.
Yeah, recently appointed Jedi Knight.
And this is his Padawan, the chick with the bad.
It is a Padawan. It's too early for him to have a Padawan, and two, the way their relationship is, there's no way she's his Padawan. She can be a Padawan, but she can't be his Padawan.
Because what happens to her later on?
We have a suspect, so we're going to send out a newly appointed knight and a Padawan to go get her. She just,
by the way, she's making suggestions and shit, and no one's told her to shut her mouth. Like,
that's what I was confused as to what their relationship was.
Okay, with Anakin and Obi-Wan, it was different because Anakin was so talented. They don't just let any old Padawan go, oh, we should do this. It'd be like, okay, shut up, new guy.
Anakin got a Padawan, Ahsoka, specifically because Yoda wanted to give him someone like himself so Anakin can learn more humility.
Yes.
You know? So that's why he got a Padawan. He didn't get a Padawan because he was.
You definitely don't question your master in front of a bunch of people.
I just wanted to.
But also, you cannot have a Padawan until you become a master. Jedi Knights do not have Padawans. You must be a master.
Okay, so they're basically just
this guy, though.
But he would still
by the way,
is to be the stupid man to make the women look better in this show. That's what his job is.
Yeah, of course.
Yord is the stupid man.
Well,
and the deer-looking girl is just questioning her about, so, when did you come up here? Blah, 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 blah. But they have a bunch of kind of bullshit because they have someone who matches her
description
appearance who committed a crime. So it's like Los Angeles.
And it's bad writing because she's on a ship. They'd be able to track where the ship went.
No, they know where the ship
went. You don't have to go that far, but guys, they're Jedi, right? At least that's the Knight. As soon as she says, no, I didn't do it, he should know she's telling the truth.
She's telling the truth.
Yeah.
But no, they put her in cuffs and they take her to this.
With the evidence.
Okay. To be fair, she's a former Jedi, so maybe they're not giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Maybe. I have a problem with this entire next scene.
Yes,
why are the Jedi not taking the Jedi killer, quotes around it, back with them? Why did they turn them over? Why did they turn her over to the prison people?
She is being accused of slaying a Jedi master.
This is not
a Jedi master.
Whatever the fuck the rest of the guys on the prison barge did, it's not the same thing. Jedis take care of that shit. That is an in-house fucking thing they were dealing with. This is stupid. It's like she's a common thief who stole an orange.
Might I add that the prisoners, white men.
All of them. Yeah.
And now back on Coruscant,
where apparently 75% of the Jedi are female.
And
there are no. If you'll notice, there are no little white boys. They're all of the boys are Asian or alien.
And there's more girls.
Not
boys. The whole movie is that guy.
Now,
and he's like a language English speaker.
Now, Right now,
Lee
this little
Jung
scene here, this little scene here, I felt so sorry for the little Rhodian looking thing because he said, "Close your eyes," and I'm sure he's like, "I can't, you asshole."
I'm like, I'm so fucked.
I remember that from the announcements.
So I am going to say that Saul, Lee Jung-jae, is my favorite character on the show.
He's the only one doing an adequate job for sure.
He's the only competent person in this entire 2 episodes.
Yeah, and then Avocado Head comes in.
I fucking hated
By
this.
the way, in case y'all didn't know, this is Rosie. This is Headland's wife.
Yeah.
How quaint. So
I wonder if she met Harvey Weinstein.
I bet you she said, "I'm gonna make you a star."
it can only the casting couch. I don't even know what the light scissors came out.
There's a whole lot of what I call that clenched face talking in this as well.
Yes.
Scissor me timbers.
Oh, there's gonna be lots of scissoring in this show. Just
He's just like, fuck my
God,
life.
that bedroom smells like
what
a
did I
fish
do?
market.
What did I do to deserve this? Is what he's thinking right now.
Yeah.
So she's saying,
why did I agree to this?
He's like, I want to kill myself.
I could just be making commercials or something better.
Yeah.
But
you say, hey, your old Padawan went rogue. That's this whole conversation right now. That's it. That's the gist of it.
But the Disney
he's like,
checks
no, it cannot be. She is so black and pure.
But she was on a ship on the other side of the galaxy.
She can't even use the Force.
Yeah.
No. So now we're in the prison barge. They're like, hey, did you kill a Jedi? And she's like, no. Not knowing that in this situation, you say yes. You fucking yes, I did kill a Jedi, and I will fucking kill you.
Yep.
Next time someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes.
You say yes.
When you are incarcerated, as someone who has been incarcerated, you do not have weaknesses.
Yeah,
and this cyborg dude. This cyborg dude. They put that thing on that one guy's face because he's dangerous, but they let this guy on board that can just hack robots.
Shuts down the droids.
You mean the Cenobite?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he doesn't.
Exactly.
Cenobite.
Also, didn't they know that this alien guy could do this? Like,
the head penis.
Yeah.
The face penis. Whatever that is. It's not good.
Yeah.
He just rips all these guys apart.
He should have a GIMP mask on. Oh wait, the bad guy Sith already has one. Sorry.
The bad guy has the GIMP mask on.
I just got to point out also, Disney's again can't keep their own canon straight. I did math. It's like she would have had 8 to 10 years of Force training, but then decided she wouldn't be able to fucking she should be able to pull that. But Sabine, who was told that she had no Force, could just want to do it, and suddenly she's the baddest of all of us.
Yes.
Right.
Well,
she had to wait for the ship.
Well, Sabine blue hair.
They can't. They can't make her too powerful. They have to show her struggling and all this other stuff. Otherwise, the toxic fans will call it out.
Funny. This part was funny. She goes to save the guy, and the guy shoves her out of the way and takes the escape pod.
He freaks out like anyone would if you had like a alien butthole stuck to your face.
Okay, Rich. Okay, now keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. That little thing he had on his mouth, because that is to weaken them. That is, it messes with your brain. That's a torture device. So the Jedi are torturing people.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
I thought it just made its way on them and they just didn't care. It was like
no. That was
that thing
purposely put on that guy's face to subdue him.
Oh,
yeah, it's just Starro. Don't worry about it.
I was gonna say it is Starro the Conqueror.
Well, so technically, this is a Republic ship and not a Jedi ship. So,
we're also having another physics problem coming up here in a second.
Well, we have one right now because all he did was turn the robots
off. Just remember this: that the Jedi in this series are cops.
Yeah, essentially, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was they were before, basically. But anyway,
yeah.
So the ship,
when you crash land a ship on a plane, Make sure you do it. Make sure asteroids before you do it, so you can hit them and it makes you fly straight.
Yeah, this doesn't make any fucking sense at all. None
he
of
did
it.
was
None of this
turn
makes
off the droids. He didn't have them alter the ship's trajectory or anything. Yet the ship miraculously starts
Dropped
heading
out of
straight
warp.
for the planet.
And yeah, and it does like it doesn't look like a soft landing, but that's a soft landing. This should not have happened. One, the ship should have burned up on reentry because it's not coming in any kind of special angle. It's just fucking flying through the atmosphere.
Well, this is
shields up. I have no idea.
Star Wars stuff, like Durasteel or whatever. That's not a real. The bigger deal to me is how if like okay, so we got to presume that the internal whatever Star Wars version of anti momentum generators are active. Why should we get splattered? From just from jelly from the impact. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But
it doesn't make sense.
Crashing was a little crazy to me, bad writing crazy. And then if enough of the ship is active to keep I guess you would say anti-momentum inertial competent, whatever you want to call them for Star Wars, right? Wouldn't there be an emergency landing protocol or something too?
I was okay with the way that the ship kind of crashed. It was the after effects. If there's a literal hole ripped in the ceiling and there's snow coming in, which apparently the snow's not cold because she never acts like it's cold.
No, not once.
But
more like on
she's out of the harness, right, laying on the floor. All they had to do was just show her undo it and then be like, "Oh, I'm up and around." Instead, they start the scene with her laying on the floor. If she ripped out of those harnesses, it would have ripped her arms off.
Yep.
Another thing,
and if there's enough damage.
Sorry, the robots when they're deactivated turn into a chair.
I actually kind of thought that was cool.
But why didn't she get into the pilot seat, into the seat, and try and control the ship?
Because she's not smart.
Because she's only
she even knows how to do that. I mean,
she's a mech though.
So in my opinion, it should have been a smoking hole on the surface of the planet is what it should have been, and it just kind of went thunk 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 and broke apart. That's not the way that's going to work. You are going to be a smoking hole. You are going to be a crater. But whatever, it's fine. Back on Coruscant. My greatest failure.
My greatest failure.
No, sir.
It's X-23, the Padawan who explains everything.
So
yes.
So this is not
Jackie Long is its name. I don't even know what it is.
Tell don't show in this, which is bad.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. So this is the one that should be that Padawan should be getting counseled every day.
Yeah, every day. Shut your fucking mouth,
everybody.
You weird horned
albino. I got
some
toilets for you to clean.
Yeah. So why do you have that picture of me? Because it makes me remember I'm a fucking failure. Why? Hey, this fucking guy. Does no one do questioning anymore? I don't understand. He should never be at the point where he's asking the questions of the guy who's already in the cell. Someone should have already covered this shit. So he goes in there. He's like, "What happened?" He's like, "Oh, she tried to help me, but I fucked her over.
I betrayed
her. What are you
gonna do? Betrayed. That's the word he used. I betrayed.
Betrayed. Betrayed is a really
strong. I'm a skinny white man and I'm weak.
So wait. I want to say, I think they're trying to go with, and I'm not saying it's a good idea, that this green-haired Jedi master is some sort of Jedi cabal that's trying to blame this girl for this. That's what I think they're trying to tell us with the plotting.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, here's the thing. They have built this thing as a murder mystery. Yes. We already know who the killer is. It's not a mystery.
Not a mystery.
Yeah.
Well, no, we don't know who the killer's master is. That's what the mystery is.
Well, I have suspicions on that already.
And I'm pretty sure it's green-haired woman there.
No.
It is 100% for sure going to be a woman behind that.
Well, it has to be. So back on board the ship on Karlak.
Hyperspace is not instantaneous travel. So they ejected from that ship. were picked up by presumably the Jedi ship that maybe was following these guys. They flew them all the way back to Coruscant, and the entire time she's been laying in the snow, not freezing to death.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. And look how blown open all this stuff is. She would have.
Yeah, it's your Sub-Zero in there.
It's dumb.
Maybe she has nuclear powered hair.
I guess because she
It's all
never
dumb.
acted bold once. Maybe
She'd have been an Oshical.
That's what it is. The Force is-
So Padawan is questioning, we're not bringing Yorin, are we? And Saul's like, why?
She should have been
no
complaining.
reason.
Hey, what must you know?
She
Yeah,
should have been
it's super
complaining
short.
about the lack of
He's
Charlie
safety.
Martin is a year
Why?
younger than me. He looks like he's 45 years old.
Why couldn't they have put some muscle? Like, just work out for like 10 minutes a day. Like, you'd have more definition than this.
Point to
Busy
this
studying Star Wars
scene.
more.
He looks.
Why is he not wearing his clothes?
Right.
He's
Yeah,
steaming it.
that's more my complaint is not his chest, but why? What's the point of this?
Is
It's
this?
supposed to be eye
scene?
candy, and I guarantee it's leading up. It's going to be some sort of inappropriate Knight Padawan relationship because that what's her face asks about him is super thirsty.
Oh no, this dude is totally gay, man. Come on.
Oh, he's gay.
Oh
as
yeah,
fuck.
absolutely.
Okay.
He's
Yeah,
he's
you're
right.
definitely
He
and
did
he's
the shot.
gonna be a bottom. There's no way he's a top either.
They did the
Now,
shot. It's
As
like
dumb and annoying as they're making his character, if they twist it where he's the real villain, I'll give him a little credit.
Oh, I will shoot myself.
so that shot
so-
was like a gratuitous bikini shot in an 80s movie. Is all it was.
I mean,
Except
it
was
could be
gay
worse.
Except
But didn't he do that in another Star Wars film with an underage person in a swimsuit or something like that? Another Star Wars TV show of theirs. And we were complaining about it.
I don't remember. I may have a mental block. In place.
Yeah, I was about to say I have a mental block of most Disney Star Wars stuff because I read or play or watch real Star Wars and then this.
That's subtle. Thank you so much for that. That is awesome. So she's hallucinating now. She's seeing her. She thinks she's dead sister. They're running through memories. Okay, great.
Thermia is a bitch.
Did you kill Indara? Yes, I did. I'm going to kill them all.
Okay, so
yeah, and then he wakes up.
Go ahead.
What they're drawing on with this vision thing, and again, you have to have read like the EU, the real EU, to know this. Plus, obviously, they don't. You guys don't, anyway. There's a Night Sisters thing where they're linked in a way like that.
Yep. But hey, the main person doesn't know who the Night Sisters are.
And also May thinks that Osha's dead.
Yes.
They think that each other is dead.
So why would the vision be telling her?
No. There's not a vision. It's not a vision. They're linked together.
Okay, but then
Right,
why
but
do
she
they think
doesn't
the
know
other one's
that.
dead?
Yeah, they think that each
They're
other's
twins,
dead. Like,
though.
so what is this vision? Like, what is this?
It's not
Like,
a vision. It's
This is
them
called-
literally being each other's
what-
mind.
Okay,
right?
this is
So, like,
called-
This is poorly
okay,
written.
whoa.
But it still
Time out.
doesn't work. In go ahead.
This is
go ahead.
called the script needs the plot to happen. That's why.
yeah, that's
I'm
exactly
not
what
but
arguing
it
still,
is.
like
the writing is
within
good.
the Star Wars universe, like sure, yes, they're in each other's minds, whatever. But they think each other's dead. What do they think happened? Like, what are we supposed to think
Because the script-
happened?
I'm
Mando.
not disagreeing with you. I'm just
Mando.
telling you the ability they're having is that their linkage via the way the Night Sisters use the Force, and it's trying to tell them the others alive. That's what they're writing, but they're doing it badly. Okay,
They're not conveying
Right.
that though.
Because no one,
they're
because
not
no one
conveying
knows.
their
Like none of
intent.
you, most of you, except for Joker and Mando, I think, and most lawyers don't know who the Night Sisters are. They did the same thing in Ahsoka. They just dropped this stuff in there, and it came even stupider because they just drop it in without any context. You know.
Hey, yellow lightsaber.
I want to mention
what
this
the fuck?
too. Okay, I want to mention this too. So Indara could not tell that somebody was a force user. These clowns get on the planet, and within seconds, Saul knows exactly where
Yes.
Osha is.
Exactly. Again, inconsistency in writing. Yeah, either you can do it,
Well,
or you can't.
that's
or
big.
Indara was just a complete fucking incompetent.
Well,
Which
the way
happens.
she
I mean,
gets
everybody gets
jobbed
burned.
out, Andara gets jobbed out. You'll see Saul constantly like manhandling people left and right. Like he never gets fooled. He always, you know what I mean. He even like forced ninjas a couple of times where he disappears and reappears and stuff. So
yeah. So yellow lightsaber. Who handles a yellow lightsaber?
Temple guards.
The temple guards.
So it's
or if you were, yeah,
help
that's
me.
what it's supposed to be.
It's not just a different color. They just can have whatever color they want. That doesn't work that way.
In the Old Republic, colors meant something.
Oh,
in the old EU, you were drawn to a particular crystal of a particular color.
Correct.
And if you're original with the force change, like when you become a Sith, you get drawn towards one, say that's red or whatever. Eventually, you know.
Which I always hated because my favorite color is red. Like I don't want to be a Sith, but I want a red crystal. Like
No. There was never a red crystal. To
right.
A red.
Oh look! Hang on.
To bleed it.
We got someone cute. Another complaining because they just hate everything. That's you're one. It's one how long you are.
Cute. Well,
cute.
You're cute. Thank you for giving Roman ratings and boosting his channel.
I appreciate you showing up. I apologize for your warped and twisted view of Star Wars.
No, and like I don't hate everything. I play Star Wars: The Old Republic. I read the EU. I watch Clone Wars and Rebels. I don't hate everything. I just hate bad writing. Oopsie! I guess you love bad writing.
No, that's absurd. Don't be crazy.
Hey, Basset Snaps. Go down into the description. Go to my channel. Comment on the same stream, and Dempsey, kick him out.
Hey, I mean, Americus, if you are still in my chat and you see this weirdo comment in my chat, Americus, do you boo boo? You know what to do.
So I'm gonna say I don't hate Star Wars. I love Star Wars. This isn't Star Wars. I would think Bass and Snaps, which is an odd name, but whatever. Or is it Bass and Snaps? I don't know because they're spelled the same, but one is
don't insult bass players, okay? I don't like to be insulted. Me and my bass are perfectly fine where we are.
this you probably also like Doctor Who, so I can't help you.
I'm gonna keep playing the Star Wars: The Old Republic and just forget all of you.
Go find a priest. That's all I can say.
I'm a reverend. Does that count? I can marry, bury, and dedicate babies.
I really wanted this. Okay, yeah, she ended up falling, but I wanted her to just full on just embrace the ripping off the fugitive right here.
I thought that too.
I didn't do it. I didn't care.
Yeah.
And then
I didn't do it. I don't care.
But notice, so it's like Soul defies all the bad logic in this show and does something competent. You know what I mean? So when he does that, I'm like, they got to make him look an idiot at some point. When are they going to do it? You know,
like, they're going to kill him.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say visually that scene was amazing. Like, it makes me want to go hiking again because I do that.
As bad as these shows are, or Rings of Prime,
I go outside and touch grass, okay, nerds? Okay.
I love the desert. There is no grass.
The one set of people doing real work on all these shows are the people who do background work, right? Because as bad as they all are, of all, like I said, did Star Wars or Rings of Prime or Marvel or whatever, they all have great background, like scenery and stuff like that. So there's some. So if they ever make good shows again, they have someone who do great backgrounds.
And now we get to meet Smilo Ren.
Subtle is the best.
No, Subtle, you're amazing. We love you. Continue to be amazing.
Hang on.
This last scene here.
He's back.
Finally in front of center should make y'all Are you retarded? If you're retarded, I apologize because I don't want to make fun of a retarded person.
Failure of people of color.
Well,
people
that's the only characters in the show.
Right?
Disney uses
failure of people of color. What?
All people of color, then Disney is.
I watched Black Panther. There were some failures of peoples of color in Black Panther. I'm just saying.
So, Bass and Snaps, please go to your BLM rally and have fun.
The main
throw some
character
bricks and stuff, burn some
Let
shit
me
down.
just say
off.
this.
Hey,
let me just
ignore this guy. Hey, ignore that guy.
No, it's fun.
Don't bring him up anymore.
No, it's fun. We get more interaction. It's good for the algorithm when you interact.
But let me just say
that kind
this,
of person,
right?
That kind of person thrives on being attention.
Let me just say this.
Ignore him.
It's not our fault that the show sucks. All right,
that's true.
If you think the show's great, that's great for you. We think it's garbage. That's great for us.
Hey, we got another watcher. We just want to one more person.
All I'm saying is the whole, the whole POC thing. If they were good characters, well written, we would be behind it 110%. And
I don't care what their race, religion, or gender is. I really don't.
Bad, and it's just the way that the show is. But I'm supposed to like it just because they're a POC? No. If the show was all white and it sucked, we'd still say it sucked. So, yeah, and that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Okay, we can ignore them from this point forward.
You want to
don't make fun of short people, base and snackers. I'm talking to you, and you can just don't make fun of short people. I'll bite your freaking ankles. I'll bite your freaking ankles. Okay.
All right, so we get to the end. We get whomever the master is, or the mistress is what we all suspect. And they basically go through the whole thing, and I'm gonna play you a scene.
Not Plagueis.
It is actually more interesting than the scene that is actually played out here.
If you attack a Jedi with a weapon, you will fail.
Right.
Steel or laser are no threat to them.
It's a sophisticated heat beam which we called a laser.
Look at this guy's no Palpatine.
But an acolyte kills without a weapon.
You're quasi-evil. You're semi-evil. You're the margarine of evil. You're the Diet Coke of evil. Just 1 calorie, not evil enough.
So thank you for that, Jacob, by the way. So the acolyte, again, going back to Leslie Headland's time working for Harvey Weinstein.
Captain Casting Couch, Harvey Weinstein.
Huh? Who was that? That's a funny thing to talk about when you talk about a show. So that's the end of episode 1. It just kind of drops off there, and we're happy.
I want to know what your guys' guesses are, because that's definitely not Plagueis.
No,
unless Plagueis.
No, my theory is we meet him in the next episode. He's the apothecary, quote unquote.
Yeah,
that's who I think it. That's who I think it is as well.
I think it's the green skin chick.
Well, see, and I think it's easy to think that it's going to be a woman, but she, the acolyte, Oosh or whatever, or may I get confused? I don't care. Is going to realize that she's stronger than him and have to kill him too. So she's gonna. So it's okay to make him that a guy, because he's going to be dead by the end of the season, or maybe next season.
So it's a white guy.
I'm just kind of wondering how are they trained in dark side arts? Like, who was their master that trained them? Because, like, as far as like Darth Bane, like rule of 2 and stuff, granted, Disney Star Wars can just fuck canon, which is what they've all been doing with as far as Star Wars canon is concerned. But like with the Darth Bane, the rule of 2, who's this guy's master? Like, what is this? Just an offshoot of like the Night Sisters, or just a dark side, or just a Force user who just went the dark side because they were emo? Like, who did you come from? I want to know. Besides your mother,
I believe
Well,
Now, I believe
the dark side is male. So
now it's no, because it's interesting you say that, Mando. You said the mother. I believe that. Really?
Oh, fuck
wow,
off.
that's great. All right, cool.
Well,
interesting how
that's cool.
When we go at them,
that's
they
not
resort
cool.
to sort of horrible.
You are a giant fucking weeping vagina, and I must
let him.
Unfortunately,
let him.
I'm gonna have to eat you. So sorry.
You know, you can make fun of our takes, but when you start actually making fun of us, you can just fuck yourself.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck, man?
So anyway, here we go.
So the cocksucker is done. I apologize to the chat and Joker for that. I was going to let it hang on, but then
did you report the comment? Did you report the comment?
I'm going to say.
Oh, I did.
That's a comment that'll get him in trouble with YouTube.
Oh,
I'm going to say this.
I can do that.
I'm going to say this that and it's interesting that Mando said the mother, because according to Alan and Chris, that is something that's going to be brought up, and I believe that this clan of female Dark Force users will be following the mother, which is believed to be one of the Mortis gods, but is actually Abeloth.
Yeah.
So then this will be Abeloth is basically the embodiment of evil, pure dark side energy, and she is insane.
Hi, sexy lady.
What's up, Jana?
So now we're on Olega, which I also think is a butter substitute, but whatever.
I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, my friend. So local Jedi temple, which obviously no one cares about. Sir.
So just to follow up with while he's doing whatever. So Amanda was saying the time period that they're in, it'll be before Plagueis. It'll be, what was Plagueis' master's name?
I don't even. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I can't even remember that.
Trebelor. It sounds like a musical thing. That's how I think of it. In any case, this would kind of be the time period that character would exist in. But I do not think they're going to tie into that. I think. I think. I'm dead. Like, I think Joker is dead on. They're going with the whole Night Sisters, Abeloth, that whole sort of, thing. I think they're trying to, in their minds, not be connected to the main storyline.
Darth Tenebrous. Tenebrous?
Yeah, sounds right.
Tenebrous.
Yeah. That sounds like a
So here we are, local Jedi temple on Olega. Some fucking dirt person is trying to engage the droid, the door droid. Look at me, I'm right here.
This is where they
make Aladdin.
This is so fucking terrible. And then
this is where they make
the
allergy medicine.
Temple in Agrabah.
Allegra, yes, that's right. So she just walks right into the temple at this point. So she avoids that guy.
Well, she's a ninja.
She runs into someone in the hall, which I think is kind of weird, but whatever. And she goes in to kill. This is Master Torben, who's just been floating this way for apparently 10 years. Oh, okay.
Well, he's in a trench. That's not that bad. That's just whatever.
There are other like Jedi masters in the past who have done something similar. This is not unheard of.
We know that the Jedi temples have security system with cameras and everything. We know. We see Yoda and Qui-Gon. Look at them.
But he took some kind of vow, right? I can't remember what he called it.
By the way, he has the beardiest fake beard since I've seen the Emperor and Rebel Moon 2.
Yes.
So bad. He's a useless Jedi at this point, basically, because he just sits there and floats. He doesn't do anything. But this is where we kind of realize that she's working from a list. she's got some people. It's not all Jedi. She's looking to kill certain Jedi. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's a revenge type thing.
But her opening statement is exactly the same as it was to Indara, which I found wildly irritating. You know,
I think
fight me with all your power.
It's supposed to be like Princess Bride. I'm Inigo Montoya.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
Yeah,
you killed my father.
Yep, it's gonna be
that. I bet that line is supposed to be like a plan for like when we see the incident that she wants revenge for. Some Jedi said that to someone or something like that.
Right, and it's supposed to be like a tagline, and then it'll hit.
Pulls out more kunai.
I thought this scene was really, really stupid. She goes up to punch him, and there's a force field around him. He's put up a force around him so nothing can get through. But she continues to kick and throw stuff at it. And
well, yes, like a fucking savage.
Scene. Well, here's the other thing. If she can escape through that window at the top, how come she can't get in that way?
I think she does that next time, right?
Yes. Maybe she didn't know about the window. Maybe she had bad schematics for the building.
I'll give them that.
It's stupid, but fuck, I have no idea. So the horn monkey is trying to do the thing. The lady OSHA's like, how about you just maybe recalibrate or
OSHA's like, let me see your lockout tagout program book.
And then and then it works. The monkey starts talking, and then the Korean master walks in.
I will give the people who do the background stuff credit. They're trying to make this look like the 70s stuff that Lucas had in the OT, so it looks like it's mostly before the OT. You know what I mean? If you remember the sort of way 70s technology.
Right. I didn't have a problem with the backgrounds. Most of the settings, the way
that stuff looks fine. I don't like the costumes because. Go ahead.
Well, even though we're slamming some of them for their appearances, even the way the makeup effect looks on some of the aliens, I'm okay with. Right? I don't.
The aliens look good. You know.
Yeah.
As far as like just the overall design and look, it's fine. I hate the yellow robes because I just hate the color yellow. That's just personally me. I don't like yellow, and I think yellow looks bad on everybody. But
this is why I said these first two episodes had to have better writing. It could have been good. You know?
Yeah, that much.
Yeah, backgrounds are
it wouldn't
fine.
have been that hard.
Aliens are okay. There are some makeup things that should have been sent back to the makeup room before they filmed it. But it's the writing. The writing is absolutely terrible. Probably written by an AI.
Yo, buddy. I told them I tried to lure you in, but you said no.
I think you're right, Jacob, that this had some definite AI like outlines done or something, and then they just kind of added stuff to it.
AI would have done a much better job than this. What the hell is a horror show?
So the green lady tells him, "Hey, another thing's happened. Go check it out." That's the gist of that.
Yeah, right, and it's one of those things where this was portrayed as a murder mystery. We've already solved the mystery in the first 2 episodes. Like, it would have been so much more compelling if we hadn't have had this. Like, they would have still suspected the main character and put her in custody. There's so many things, there's so many murder mystery tropes that could have happened, and none of them are here.
So now we're at the local apothecary, where unknown young Asian male is passed out.
Looks like Ezra
and
Miller.
May comes back.
Right?
Oh,
he does look like Ezra Miller.
It's Ezra Miller. I fucking hate Ezra Miller.
He probably just got back from choking somebody out.
And I guarantee this is her, or I'll guarantee this is my bet. This is Smilo Ren for two main reasons. He starts quoting the Sith code like a teacher trying to remind her, and then the Sith are also known for their Sith alchemy, and he's able to whip up whatever poison she needs instantly. It also just happened to know that she was going to be on this planet next, and she wasn't expecting to see him.
Good points.
Good points.
Which is also why I don't with the point earlier. I don't think that the person teaching them is a Night Sister because of the fact that they recited just that little bit of the Sith code.
Okay, which Beard, great points. My only pushback of this is this is taken from a feminist viewpoint. This is complete third, fourth wave feminism. This May is from a coven of lesbian witches. There is no way they would take instruction from a male. There's no way.
He might be trans.
Yeah,
maybe.
In fact, that's his
Thank
name.
you for that, Matt.
His name is Darth Transitis. There you go. Darth Transitis is our master.
Listen,
oh Lord.
The people making this show don't like the Jedi.
Nope.
They could take this guy that's Sith. Sith are bad too. They're both bad. It's this middle ground group that are the good people, because they're making up this girl to be a they want you to feel for this bad girl that's killing people.
Sympathetic.
Yeah.
Sympathetic.
So, I could see this guy being that guy in the mask, and then just kill him off because he's
that's totally where this is going to go. Is that the person that's going around killing everyone is going to be sympathetic? She's righteous for doing it, and that's why. Also, the mystery part, Mando, is not, for me, the mystery isn't who's doing the killing, is why. And that's, I think, what the mystery is going to be, is what happened. And of course, the murder part is going to be, it was really the Jedis that are bad. Calling it now. They did something
right. It's going to be those 4 Jedi that's actually the cause of the fire. It wasn't Mia, it was the Jedi.
It was an old man Luke thing where they were like, "Oh, I got to kill Kylo Ren in his sleep because he's evil."
Well, we're going to get to that in a second. We're going to get to that very point.
And Shield, that's exactly what Chris Gore and Alan Ng said, and they have seen the first 4.
Oh, and I haven't seen any of their stuff, so that was just me.
I haven't either. I haven't seen any of their stuff either. This is just my prediction.
But it's not hard to follow to connect the dots.
I will say.
So she says she needs a. Go ahead.
Now, just for the sake of the character that we see, the sort of pharmacist with a slimy, willing to make the poisons on the side portrayal, I kind of think I like that character. Just not if he's anyone else he's the real bad guy or whatever. Just that slimy, works with the underworld, has a legit business but does illegal stuff on the side. He does this particular role. I think I kind of like.
Yeah.
So.
It reminds me of when I'm playing Star Wars: The Old Republic as like a slimy smuggler, just like that. I do what I want. So.
Yeah. So I've liked one main character so far, which is obviously Soul. And and this guy has a background. If he's a background character, I like him. If he's one of the main character, I hate him. Because sometimes you have a good background character, you need to leave them in the background. You know what I mean? Like, don't ruin a background character. Like, make another character. You know what I'm saying? Like, an example, they could have made a bad mistake with the Chief in Star Trek, or maybe the background character in Next Generation, but they did it right by making him a main character in Deep Space Nine. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you can do it good, but you can also do it bad, with a character who's a minor background character in, say, a first season or a first movie or whatever becomes a main, and you're like, what is this? Everything we had valuable to, it's like, I'm trying to hold my criticisms to the writing, because I know next week we're all going to be slamming the woke stuff that's coming.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to concentrate on the writing and give some compliments where I see them, which is like this type of character in the background and stuff.
How is Bass and Snaps back?
Oh, he's in. He's in Joker's.
He's not in mine.
Okay.
Remember to record his comments if he makes stuff like the one for Joker.
Got it.
Because if you made it a harassing I'm saying legitly, if you make like an anti-whatever comment, a legit one, and harassing, you got to report it. So he gets nailed.
All right.
So, also, like, there's one thing when you're like making fun of like our views or whatnot, like, oh, you have bad takes. Sure, whatever.
Or you can make an insult like, I think Joker's a moron or something like that. That's a universal insult. You know what I'm saying? But you don't criticize his legitimate speech.
Okay, guys. Let him keep typing. I'm going to keep talking. That's all there is to it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Got a boy.
So,
monetize your haters.
Off.
Monetize your haters.
We got the apothecary here.
Guy's got a little dick.
So this is where we learn that she has her 4 targets. And she wants a weapon for this one because he has his force shield, and the dude's like, you need to make him vulnerable. and to give him what's the word she uses or he uses? Absolution. Give him absolution. Right. So he is going to want to kill himself because he did something so bad. We don't know what this is, but it's like, okay, we know the Jedi, we know they made an error probably.
Right. This is where I started getting the impression that it was them that messed up because
they goofed up.
That he took this vow to not speak or
and
just stay in a trance or whatever.
This is also the point where he reminds her that at least, I mean, I know what y'all were saying about the test about going without a weapon earlier. He said at least one of the 4 needs to be done without any kind of weapon, because he kind of scolds her a little bit when she asks for the poison, says like the master won't be happy about this. Right. And so she just has to get at least one, but she wants to get her revenge regardless.
Now, so they will chat. It's largely meaningless.
Right, and then also keep this in mind. now his chat is
good one, Pops. Good one.
Right?
I love Pops.
Now
so they so now they're on the way to Allegra, the butter planet. Yes, they're walking through the streets, blah blah blah. Here's where we get to meet Fat Jedi, and I missed Fat Jedi. He's gonna pop up.
Has the Padawan told the Jedi Knight what to do 12 times yet?
We're getting to the first one of those instances.
Yeah.
Fuck. And we're here to see Master Tobin. He's like, dude, Tobin hasn't talked to him in 10 years. He's like, he will talk to me. I am his friend. Okay, whatever, cool. So Tobin's in there floating still, doing his thing, vibing.
Okay, that just so you know, any fans of Game of Thrones, that is Tommen.
Yeah.
Ah.
And by the way,
I'm not a fan of Game of Thrones, so I'm just.
If you don't recognize the guy who plays Saul, he's from Squid Game.
So, also, keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. White guy.
White guy did something wrong. White guy must atone. It's basically like the boot kissing we saw people doing. There he is. That's my guy. He looks like Bobby Baccarat from The Sopranos.
I mean, you don't have to be in shape to be able to jump around and run for miles and miles and miles.
I have never seen this before.
Maybe he's just really powerful
as a Jedi. Just haven't seen it. Maybe. I mean, I don't know.
Why do I gotta lose weight if they just use the Force?
He's supposed to be. Is he supposed to be like the fat pastor top guy from Andor?
Yeah, he's Hot Pie. Hot Pie the Jedi.
So he drags the poor little street person here. Yeah, she threw the rocket, the thing, blah 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 blah. Because he also speaks like Cockney, which is irritating. And they go in to check out what's going on with Tobin. She dropped through the thing. She's like, "Hey, buddy."
She gives him that Jedi guilt, and he just like, okay.
Yes, the Jedi guilt.
And she says, "You need to kill yourself."
Yes, she said you can turn yourself in to the Jedi Council for what you did, or I can give you forgiveness right now.
Or you can drink this glow stick.
Well, and that's the thing, like what the hell even like happened? Like if and this is just like my personal like questions, like, okay, so there's 4 people, so apparently 4 people had something to do with her death. That's what I'm guessing. That's just me.
Well, with the death of their village or town or whatever.
Right. Which of course, like Mia is blamed for it because in the dialogue it says, Mia burned down the village. So I'm assuming the Jedi are the ones who actually burned down the village. Okay, whatever. He's not the only one who should have this guilt. What happened to Master Wu Chang? Like, why is he not talking about, like, yeah, we did XYZ thing instead of, like, we blame Mia for that, blah, 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 but we're the ones who actually burned down the village and murdered all these people. Like,
well, and he says in this moment, we thought we were doing the right thing. And then drinks the poison down.
Here's the thing about this character, right? Is why no one's going to care about him. Is nobody knows who he is. how did he get these scars? What's the story behind it?
I'm sure a bunch of this shit's going to come in a flashback.
Right.
Okay.
Because
they're definitely not using Carrie Ann Moss for 6 minutes.
Here's the dumbest part of this whole episode. So they're in the hallway, right? And they're
they're going through like a lab.
Right. They all go through the same hallway. She takes like a detour for some reason. Right, a shortcut. Then these guys get around. So now she's got the poison in her hand, and everyone's like, "Oh, she must have poisoned him."
Oh, she poisoned him.
Yeah,
oh,
and
gosh, you're all retarded.
Like, why?
Right?
Did you poison him? Nope, she didn't poison him. That's all you have to do. But that's not the dumbest part of the whole episode, right? The dumbest part of the episode is the fact that they know the other girl thinks she's dead. Instead of taking her with them and ending the whole series in 7 seconds, they don't take her with her when they go to find her. Like, imagine if they show up with the sister and goes, "Wait a minute, you're alive. You're alive. And unfortunately, you're killing a Jedi for no reason. Tell us who your master is so we can get the
But it's this kind of stuff, like the strap-in crash with the ship in the last. It's this kind of stuff that really turns me off to this kind of show, where the writing I can forgive a lot of other stuff because that's the way they want to take it or whatever. They want to cast this, fat Jedi guy, fine, whatever. But it's the dumb stuff like what kind of sense does that make? Why would she go there? How did she get ahead of them? Just for the plot to come together. If they can't write around that, it's terrible. They should be able to easily write around that. Oh wait,
every haircut in this show is retarded.
Don't hate on my hair.
No, your hair is way better.
I don't mind Saul. Saul looks fine. Saul's the only one who kind of looks normal.
It's fine.
Even like I said, even Fat Jedi looks like Bobby Bacala from The Sopranos. I'm okay with that. If he had an Italian stub in his hand, it was just waving that around like a lightsaber, I'd be fine with it. It'd be fucking hilarious. But now that the albino horn monkey is talking again, and
now she's being the boss now. The petulant Padawan is taking charge.
Yeah, it's like, shut up. You're not supposed to be
girl-splaining.
Yep.
But then Saul's like,
"Oh, I'm totally
your plan is good. We're gonna go with that."
That is stupid, but I think the reason that Darth stupid over there, not Darth stupid, the guy Charlie Bennett, the guy who thinks Anakin blew up all 19 Death Stars.
Yes, because he's a retard.
Yeah, so I think they're writing in such a way that he's gonna turn out to be a bad guy, so he can't say anything because he knows stuff.
Oh. I mean, maybe you're right, because he is full retard most of the time.
Yeah. Everything we see him doing is making a situation where pulling his lightsaber and threatening someone. We don't need to do that and all that. So he's either a complete tool, which is possible, or they're writing such that he's going to be a bad guy.
Yeah.
Because remember,
I doubt that he's going to be a bad guy. The purpose of what they're doing with this show, though, is they're trying to deconstruct the Jedi Order and say they're a bunch of corrupt morons. That's what the purpose of the show is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well. Right. It's just I'm trying to figure out, like, so Jedi Master Wu-Tang over there. Yes, Nadia. Jedi Master Wu-Tang is like, I tried to save you both. Like, did he not see what the other three were doing? Did he just decide we're all going to burn down a village and murder all of these people? And I'm going to take this kid. Like, I'm just going to take this kid who I have guilt for because I'm the one who actually burned down their village, even though I keep saying it was their supposedly dead twin sister. Like, it's
someone's house is on fire. Who is that?
Not mine.
Not mine.
I don't know what that was.
Is everyone okay? Sammy?
That was me.
Sammy?
Definitely wasn't mine.
Sammy?
That was me. That was mine.
Are you making
okay.
Are you making a chicken pot pie? The chicken pot pie is the only thing that will get you off for that.
Oh, dude, I would.
Yes, the raccoons are trying to start a fire. So,
actually, no, Corey, this is not a call-in show, but please share your comments, and we will discuss them. If this were a call-in show, it would be weird, but it would be funnier. So. Oh, fuck off.
That was actually funny.
So she's disguising herself as May now. Duh. Okay, whatever. Fine. I think this guy was in
Nadia.
Time bandits or something like that. It's very, very familiar looking. So she disguised as May. She's going into the apothecary to talk to small Asian dude who makes poisons. And she's like, I wanted to thank you. And he's like, oh, hey, cool.
No, but the first thing, she goes in and says hello, and he's like, hello. Then
hello?
She's like, hi.
Hi. Yeah, I was just gonna say something about that. I was like, "You're undercover, you idiot."
You awkward writing is awkward.
Well,
as it could possibly be.
I will give her this. She hasn't been trained as a Jedi for the last 6 years. She is just a normal person. I know, like me, I probably would have messed up royally if someone's like, hey, pretend to be someone you thought was dead and do the thing. And I'm just like, oh, okay, do the thing.
Well, the way that this guy acts, right? So he's a professional criminal at the very least, if not the Sith Lord guy in the helmet potentially. But
he immediately figures out who it is.
Well, he's like, you look just like her.
But he just doesn't know it's not May. He knows it's the other sister. How does he know it's the other sister? But he still says
all the shit.
He know
now
was that had another sister?
Yeah, he was probably trying to see like what she knew. Like,
well, because he said, you killed him without the poison. He will be happy. And that's when they all move in to do the thing. But did he say that on purpose in front of, to draw them in further? Because if he's onto the scheme, it would make sense. I thought this was supposed to be a quarter. What?
Knights of the Old Republic KOTOR.
Yeah.
No. Sorry. I don't play the game. So
there's a rumor she might get that.
No. This takes place only just 100 years before the rise of the Empire and all that stuff.
Yeah. Do not hear what I said.
Takes place
Leslie
about
Headland is
3,000 years.
talk to do a Knights of the Old Republic show.
No, I know. I hope she doesn't.
This happened 100 years ago when only boring things were happening. They didn't set it in
I
time.
sincerely hope Yoda is just walking around in the background, like all disenchanted, like getting a coffee.
Yeah, Yoda is around.
Suck this place does.
And
quit, I might.
Chewie is around.
So yeah, Chewie's alive. Chewie's
right now.
Chewie's only 100 years old right now. Where the fuck is Yoda?
I said he should be walking around the background.
I know what he should be doing. He should be in the fucking show. That's
Yoda. No, because then he'd be ruined. He would be ruined.
He would be ruined.
Yoda is back at the temple. Yoda is back at the.
We were back at the temple.
Yoda is back.
Who is the green bitch?
Temple.
Does the green bitch outrank Yoda? I don't think she.
No,
avocado head.
So here's what my thoughts are. This is all very low key right now, that because they even made a point about this, like political blah blah blah, like they want it to be a political show, whatever. And I think that this is in their minds a matter between a master and a disenfranchised Padawan, and that's beneath what Yoda is doing. Yoda is doing something far more important than worrying about this small little Padawan gone
way
rogue.
Too much credit. Yoda is back at the temple taking bong rips, going, "The shit, I must fuck."
Yeah.
So they make a deal with the apothecary, which they should never have done, which I don't understand. He tells them she's going to come back here tonight, and then they let him go though, which is fucking full on retarded. He's like, okay, you can go.
Yeah.
Are you?
Why didn't they put a tracker?
Wait, what?
They couldn't put
what
something to track him.
No, fine. All right, adios then. Let me.
If anybody doesn't know who that is, they're South African. Like
I think you freaky and I like you.
And the woman in it has a haircut just like the Padawan.
Oh,
yes.
Okay,
yeah.
I didn't understand. Got it. I apologize.
What is with everyone hating on my haircut, man?
Your haircut is better than that haircut.
Thank you. I'm only saying something because I had a weirdo on Twitter that commented how ugly my haircut was, and so now I just feel attacked by everything.
They can straight up fuck off too.
Yeah, that.
So the only good person in the show, Saul, is
that hairdo
is having a discussion with Osha about. She's like, I'm the one who has to confront her. He's like, no, fuck that shit. And she's like, it was going to have to come to this. He's like, no, seriously, fuck that shit. So they spot her. Yeah, there she is. They go in like fucking LAPD on this thing though, which is ridiculous. So Saul pops up behind her. He's like, yo, B, what the fuck? And again, this is a fight that should never happen. He should end the fight before it begins. He outpowers her substantially. Yeah. There's just no way he doesn't. It's stupid what they do in this fight. So yeah, he's basically batting her around like a fucking ping pong ball.
Which is what the first master should.
He actually picked all of her knives off her, or so we think. Yeah, force kick, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, he's playing with her. Just go in.
He's controlling this.
You have her in custody, and then you can talk to her.
Yes, keep her in this fucking spot. Have fucking the vagina avoider upstairs come down, slap some fucking cuffs on her. The albino monkey can bring the ship down, and you fly off with her. They don't do any of that.
By the way, the way the ship comes in looks like a helicopter. In the name of the Republic and the Jedi Order, you are under arrest.
Yes,
the Ghetto Bird.
No, like I said, it looks like LAPD. There it is. They got the spotlight on them. I mean, that's what it looks like. It looks like someone just got taken down for, whatever. That's probably intentional though, because they want to garner more sympathy for that character. Cool.
Well, and they also want to make the Jedi look oppressive.
Yep.
Look at how coarse that is. That's going to get everywhere.
I hate sand.
Oh no!
So she does a sand trick here, which is broadcasted well before she does it. Yeah. Fine, you guys suck at your jobs, is what I get from this. They lose her. The albino monkey loses a sighting. She's now this amazing fighter with all these skills, is running through the town like she just stole a fucking Rolex, and she carjacks a dude. And here's where Osha, one of the most. Wait,
like in LA.
Like in LA, also like in LA. So she misses. There's no way she didn't do this on purpose.
Oh, absolutely. And it's not like it's not like it was a life and death thing where she had like a deadly weapon. That was clear. It was stun.
That's a stun weapon.
Now every person that her twin hurts or kills later on is on her hands.
That's her fault. Yep.
Yeah.
Now notice this was the
what?
Now,
No.
Notice this was. But again, the Jedi. If you notice in their ship, they have an arsenal of weapons in there, but that's the best they use is just a stun gun.
I may have a stroke, Nadia. I apologize. It's not really a dropping kind of thing. Sorry. I'd have to get to know you just a bit better before we have that kind of relationship.
Yeah, we this panel has been thought about for a while, and all of us have chosen to become masochists willingly. Yeah. So
yes. Yeah.
I smell toast. Fuck off, Mando.
Do you not see the poll in my chat where it's does Mando smell toast?
No. Oh Lord, you crazy kids. No, I thought it was about my stroke because maybe I do. So he's giving her the same look that I give my son when I walk into his bathroom and see what's in there. That's that look.
Ew.
Oh, this is not good. So she's like, I know. Now they're back on the ship.
Let the bad guy go. I know.
Avocado Head's like, hey, we need you to come back because we need to have a really intense discussion about your feelings and what just happened. He's like, we need to get the fuck out of here. We know where he's going. He's going to go kill the Wookiee. And she's like, no, that's not the way we operate. Oh, God, stupid man.
So you're just going to let one of your other Jedi masters just be completely ambushed?
Yeah, no big deal.
Probably has no way of knowing that someone's coming after him.
Who cares? Fuck him. He's a fucking Wookiee.
Later, Nadia.
So this is kind of stupid here. This is
Lives
I
Matter.
realize though that what happened?
Wookiee Lives
lose
Matter.
No, I'm still here.
I don't. Well, you, I'm only barely conscious of what's going on around me. You guys know that. So the apothecary guy, May sneaks up on him and tries to do some knife shit, and he fucking outmaneuvers her like a boss.
There's her
This is
quivering lip
again where we
again.
go back to foreshadowing.
Quivering lip.
Yeah, she can take down a Jedi Master, but this guy can own her.
But the drunk apothecary gives her a hard time.
Yeah.
So now we go to
Jedi Master's just not good anymore.
Well, remember this was 100 years before, so they were just not very good then. Actually, apparently they've never been good based on everything I've ever seen.
Yoda is supposed to also be at least like has some like level of training for all of the younglings. This is
I hate this.
I hate this so much.
So, I'm sorry. I love you guys, but I really do hate this. This is pitiful. Like
I will say this little bit where it says they're speaking Huttese. I'm one of those, like, if you're going to use a language like in a show and say that it's in the show, which is also why I hated The Mandalorian so much, because they didn't speak Mandoa besides like 3 words.
I think Yoda is very much alive.
Yoda's a strapping young man right now.
Yoda is like 800. Like he's still in his
like
prime.
700 years old.
I think he's about 600 at this point.
Yeah.
So. Well, this is 100 years before.
Yoda is back.
Phantom Menace.
He's 800.
Early 7s. Late 6s, early 7s.
Yoda is back on Coruscant at the strip club. That's all he is.
He's back there smoking that Dagobah
Go
green.
quit, Dempsey.
Exactly.
Dagobah green.
Check him out.
Said I then. She said that. I don't know. I mixed that up. So hyperdrive. They're looking at this crash ship to strip apart. Hey, what's that sign say? I don't fucking know. Snaps the gun in half. That is what Cannoli Sasquatch looks like. If none of you have ever seen him before, that is Cannoli Sasquatch.
That's what he looks like after he paid for a $68 cheese pizza.
Right.
That's a good story. So Wookiee is mad. Wookiee scares off scavengers. Wookiee goes in ship, and that's the end of the fucking episode.
Yep.
Yeah, and the Wookiee has what looks like a pouch that he's wearing, and I think they're gonna rip off the old EU like they try to do. Like was it Chewbacca's nephew or whatever? Lobaka had a protocol droid head that he carried around on his belt to translate for him. I bet they're gonna do
that's all. In Star Wars: The Old Republic, there is a Wookiee that has a droid strapped to his chest that translates for him. So that's a thing. That's no.
Yeah.
All right. So there are a lot of things to take from these episodes. Not because of their content, because the content really wasn't very good. No, but we can see the things that are coming. Most of the men are wild incompetence, which is not surprising. Saul is the only one who has a modicum of competence as being okay. Lightsabers or light scissors. Light scissors are coming. That's almost a guarantee.
Wasn't there a third clip, Roman?
Oh, there was a third clip. I'm sorry, Jacob. Thank you for reminding me. I apologize.
That's okay.
Clip number. Did I play? Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Come on, stop trying to hit me and hit me.
Except done way worse. Which is pretty much everything in this show.
Yes.
And Roman, I'm going to push back a little bit when you say like Saul is showing the most competence. He is, but he's refusing to use it, so I'm not giving credit for it.
No, I can't even argue that. That's fine. I concede that. He's my favorite character.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, he does.
It's because he's a good actor, and he's working with crap.
Shit dialogue. Yeah, Carrie-Anne Moss for her like half second of dialogue was bad. Yes. That was a badly delivered.
Yeah,
the line itself was terrible, but she said that like she was a piece of wood. It was really dreadful.
Well,
I fucking hate
is not a great
her being in it was just a hook.
That's true. She's not talking. It's probably better. The less
her,
they say,
her being in it,
better.
Her being in it for that short of a period of time is just a hook to get people to come watch.
Right. I mean, that's not why we're watching.
I bet
$5
they're going to force her in like episode 7 or 8 or something, which again would change Star Wars lore because Qui-Gon was the first Force ghost who returned.
But she's only credited for one episode though.
Yeah.
Oh, then she's not coming back.
I can always add it in.
So the there's just I don't like the avocado head lady. She irritates the fuck out of me.
She looks like they took Zahn from Farscape and painted her green.
So to me, it looks like they tried to do a Twi'lek, but they took away the headgear off the Twi'lek. Yeah, I can never remember what they're called. I'm sorry. I know I'm a horrible Star Wars fan.
I can't think the race. There's a certain race.
I know.
It's Miralin or something.
Miralin,
like that.
but
she doesn't look.
The diamond tattoos are on their face, which is why it's on her head, which is why it looks weird. So,
like I understand that it's supposed to be a different race than Twi'lek, but it looks like that's what they were trying to go for, and they're like, maybe not, but hey.
Yeah.
Well, maybe she did a Twi'lek in a horrible lightsaber accident. That's all they can fix.
Oh wow, that's awful.
It's possible.
It's a race. You can actually.
That's the reason she's so hostile all the time.
Yord is terrible. Yord is not good. The albino monkey with the horns is fine. It just kind of is what it is. It does talk too much and should get actually fucking slapped down. But that character is actually very much in the modern era of filmmaking. That character is in every fucking movie you have seen. It's not albino and it doesn't have horns, but that character is in every fucking movie now.
It's the strong female person who knows all of the things about all of the things, but they really shouldn't because one, she's a Padawan. Two, she's talking back to masters, like Jedi masters and a Jedi Knight. Get it? Like that's what Anakin did, and everyone's trying. Like they're trying to copy, with the OG and the prequels, right? Like Anakin got away with a lot because he was the chosen one.
Well, it's I wish I had super chat. I don't have it. Otherwise, fucking Sammy would be gone in a heartbeat. Sammy's like, wait, what?
If you guys share out Roman's, he's about
so done me with a good time.
47 away from getting monetized.
Remember, if we get to 500, you get full frontal nudity from Beard. So that is.
I said topless, not full frontal.
Whatever. It's
we can't
no one knows what they mean. It could be anything.
Oh my God! The thought of that, dear God.
It's just a full body beard. That's what it is. That's what I imagine. What's under beard shirt? More beard.
He'll show his little beard.
Beard has consumed his lower body and can just transform into arms so we're fools. It's like the last of us.
We see right now are actually arms. They are just extensions of his beard.
Yeah, he's like an Adventure Time character. So
Medusa from the Inhumans.
She's went bald.
On that, guys, let's close her out because damn, someone keeps deleting my comments. What are you saying?
You have one note.
What are you saying? If someone's leaving your comments, if it's I don't know what that means. I mean, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, it's nobody on that has.
I'm not deleting your comments.
It's YouTube. So sometimes
everybody here has powers.
YouTube will delete the comment or not let you post the comment. That I've noticed. I've noticed sometimes if you try and type a certain word.
You didn't say anything terrible. So we only had one. It's kind of funny. In our entire time of doing shows together, it is so rare that we get a troll actually in the chat that's being disruptive in a not like mildly like subtle deviancy way. Subtle deviancy. Everyone loves subtle. Some of the comments are wildly inappropriate, but they're fucking hilarious and they are appropriate to the stream. The new one was weird and very out of place. It was like, what? Where did you come from? Apparently from Leslie Headland's vagina is where I imagine they came from. So we are going to close out on that. We're going to be back next week at 5 Pacific Standard on Thursday to discuss episode 3. Now, again, something terrible is coming. We all know it's coming. None of us know exactly what it's going to be, though. So please tell your friends. Next week is going to be a humdinger over here because there's going to be a lot of colorful phrasing. Maybe we'll get banned. Maybe that's the one that gets us banned because it's always possible. Every show, it might be the one. That might be the one. So please come join us next Thursday. We're going to be, like I said, for the next 7 weeks, we are doing the Acolyte.
Should I buy more rum? I'm almost out.
Yeah. Everybody needs to buy more rum. So I think it's important that we do talk about these shows. People, you were just hate watching the show, blah, blah, blah. Fuck off. 1, 2, when you're watching the deconstruction of a franchise that you love, you need to discuss the why of it. We don't just dislike the show because it's modern Star Wars. That's stupid. We dislike it because the writing is poor, the acting is bad, and nearly every aspect of the show wants to deconstruct the lore that we love and grew up with. So if you don't understand that, then you may be retarded. And there's probably shows for you to watch on YouTube, but this isn't one of them. So anyway, so on that, we're going to go around. We're going to do an exit.
And three.
The 30's called They Want Their Lingo Back.
What?
Boosh.
Look at our channels. Look at our channels.
Yes.
We love stuff. We love a lot of things.
Yeah. I love like my channel whenever I remember to make content, which I'm sorry, I should hopefully my life should be coming down. I love Lord of the Rings, Chronicles of Narnia, C.S. Lewis. That's just kind of my thing that I love. So I mean, that's one thing I love. There's lots of things that I love, but if you want to say that I hate everything, sure. Just don't say that you hate my haircut because I'll yeet you off of cliff in Minecraft.
No yeeting anybody, please. So let's go around the panel and say what we have coming up besides next Thursday. So Shieldwall of Dragons, my good friend, what are you getting sucked into this week?
Hey, thanks for having me on. Real quick, I think if you didn't know anything about Star Wars whatsoever and had never watched any of it and then saw this show,
you still don't know.
Yeah, but you might be like, it was kind of interesting, maybe. But if you do know Star Wars, then you know that this show is garbage and the hottest kind. But anyway, so next Tuesday I will be on Jacob Ironside's show, and I'm sorry, Jacob. I do this every time. I can't remember what we're doing, but we're doing something cool. And then I will be here next Thursday for the episode 3. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing.
Right on, brother.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
And thank you for being on. And again, I'm sorry. Joker voice, my good friend. What do you have coming up, buddy?
Well, my take on this show so far is, as I said, I said before we came on the show, the Force is female. We used to think it was just a cringy slogan or a cheat or a cringy PR campaign. No, that was a declaration of war, and we lost. So this franchise is dead. This franchise is dead. There's no saving it. But as far as what I'm doing tomorrow, I will either be on the Weekly Rogues Gallery or I will be with Potato Revan. And then Monday, you can catch me doing the season 1 finale review of House of the Dragon, right in time to start season 2 the following week. I've loved that show. And then Wednesday, you can catch me with Wednesday Night is Overbooked, where we talk about the current landscape of professional wrestling, particularly the WWE. And then back here again for the weekly therapy session. And keep talking, folks.
Right on.
Keep talking.
Untamed Mando. What do you have coming up? And I'm sorry.
It's fine. Well, I will not be at the Dallas meetup this weekend. Unfortunately, stuff happened. But instead, with me being I've been traveling most of the last few weeks, so hopefully things should be calming down, and I will get back to regularly make. What are you confused about?
No. I'm reading comments that are.
Oh, I was like. What? So yeah, hopefully I will get back to making videos on the regular basis, back on Twitch and Kick, where I'll be doing gaming stuff, and I'll be here Thursday. Yeah. I'm gonna play some Star Wars The Old Republic, which for me is my real Star Wars, to try and remember oh, that's what Star Wars is supposed to be. Oh, and then I come
back. He's using it as a back 1,000% real. Really, IJP? Really? No, this is I own everything that is behind me. It's just my current setup doesn't allow it to be directly behind me. So I take a picture and I throw it up there because it's there. It's just way back there. And if it was this was set up the real way, it doesn't look very good. So anyway, that's why I do that. For those of you who is a cutie, I'm uncomfortable now. I'm mildly uncomfortable. So remember 500 gets you full frontal from Beard of Liberty, who has not agreed to that in any way. I just want you to know that it's okay. So Beard, my good friend, what do you have coming up? And I am sorry.
And just remember, if y'all take too long to get to that goal, the beard's going to grow long enough that it's going to cover up all the good bits anyway. So
everything.
Hurry up. Let's see. After the weekend we're kind of playing after the weekend by ear right now. R2's taking some time off this month, and so JT and I we scrapped the plans that we had because they were movies that R2 had picked out. And then we had to cancel because of storms this past Monday around JT's area. So hopefully we'll be doing something this Saturday. I have not confirmed it yet, but I don't know. We'll try to put something together. People can follow me on X at Beard of Liberty, because when I know something, it'll go up there. I don't know if I'm scheduled for Jacob's channel next week, but you should go back and see some of the previous streams there too, because I show up there a lot. Yes. I'll of course be back here Thursday for struggle session. Truly struggling. I'm kind of anywhere else. I'm not quite as big a YouTube hoe as Sammy down there, but
no one is.
Oh, and I forgot, Sunday afternoons I've become a regular with Stark of Iron, where we've been talking about some of the Fallout universe.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Cool. Yeah, he's a lot of fun.
All right, Jacob Ironside, what do you have coming up, buddy? You're a busy man as well.
Yeah. First thing, if Roman gets 500, Beard will show up topless, covered in grass clippings. There you go.
God, it's so itchy. It's so itchy.
Pretty much what you get.
Is it worse or better than sand? That is the question.
Actually,
that's
it would look kind of like this, just long sleeve and a little greener.
So yeah, it's like he's wearing a ghillie suit.
So yeah, tomorrow I will be on Match Show at 2 p.m. Central, I think. And yeah, we'll have a fun discussion there about something. And then later that night, I'll be on Potato Raven's channel talking the Return of the King.
Oh, nice.
And Tuesday, I'll be talking about the 1969 True Grit. It's the 55th anniversary of it. So.
That is such a wonderful movie. I arguably,
that's right.
This is John Wayne's finest work. That's my opinion. I love that movie so much.
John Wayne is amazing, and you'll never convince me otherwise.
And I'll be here next week.
He's just incredible, man. So, Matt, what do you have coming up, buddy? And again, I'm sorry.
Well, let's see. I'll be with Jacob tomorrow on my show at 3:00 Eastern, 2 Central. And I'll be on his show for True Grit, the only True Grit that mattered, as Jacob and I have often agreed with. Because sometimes you don't need to remake a movie. You know what I mean? It's at least you could have. It's kind of like I would have proud to remake True Grit 100 years later, but not like 30 years later or whatever. Anyway, what else we have coming up? Next week with Roman on the big penultimate horror show episode. What else do I got? You can hear me rock at wrestling trivia on Wednesday night at Overbooked, as I am the chat champion. What else? Yep. And then on my channel, my leg injury is healing, so I'll start producing content regularly again. I did my last thing up was my review of the 1950s Rachel Hornblower movie, and I'm going to get on to that series, the 90s one, plus continue my
that one's really good. I love that one a lot.
Plus continue my sharp reviews. They go together, both Napoleonic War, like one's land, one's sea.
Yeah, 100%.
And then I did a book review of a pretty good book about the 1990s Rwandan genocide called Season of Blood. That's up last week. I found an old TV show, and I've been ranting about this show for weeks. I remembered it dimly, like kind of as a kid. I watched it from the 70s. It's called The Fantastic Journey. It only ran like 10 episodes, a sci-fi horror show from the 70s. And I was shocked how good the first episode. I actually stopped watching it because I decided I wanted to review it. I was going to watch the show because a lot of old TV shows you remember fondly but aren't as good years later. I was shocked how good this was. Like a time travel sci-fi horror show is the best way to put it. What else? That's kind of what I got going on. That's about it.
Well, that's quite a bit. Sammy, we only have a couple of minutes here, so you only get like 5 fucking things you're doing this week.
Oh yeah, I gotta leave. I'm going right into a thing that I'm doing.
I know you're going to be jumping over. So yeah, our friend Jay Gooch, he's starting up right now. So when you're leaving here, go over there, please.
Turn around. I'll be there.
He's everywhere.
Make a wish. Put it right there. But
so what else do you have coming up, dude?
I'm going on Demon Slayer, and then I'll probably be on Circle of Jerks Saturday night, and then Stupenzo's show, and then after that, next week Sunday I'll be starting a House of the Dragon show with Nadia right after, and then I don't know.
Nadia's cool peoples.
Yeah, I love Nadia.
Yes.
Yeah, she's the one who got me into all this.
So messed up in Vegas.
but I do got to jump out.
So, all right, my brother, go do your thing.
We're only it's only coming out episode by episode now, right?
Yeah. So
and Jake, if for something happens, I might jump on True Grit.
6 weeks or so, or 6 weeks. We're committed to it from this point forward. So, all right, Sammy, thanks for dropping by, buddy.
Bye.
Later, Sammy.
All right, folks. So
Roman,
this was fun.
Roman,
yes.
As of 9:50, I checked right at the end of our review. As of 9:50 on Corrupt Tomatoes, the fan review is down to 28%.
There we go. Is the critic review still at like 98 or something?
Well, it dropped down to 92. So even some of the critics are like,
my.
Yeah, wait till episode 3 drops.
They'll probably critics will go up to 100 and fan will go down to 10.
Right.
So, golly, this was a fun one.
Roman.
Sir.
Just one more thing. I keep forgetting to do this, but I am 150 away from 500. So
yeah,
trying to get those numbers up. So
yes.
Yes, drop some links, please.
Saturday and Tuesday, Jacob has his movie programs, and they are always very good. Or X-Files, which I wanted to be on this week, but I couldn't do it, and I was very irritated about it because I love drunk dropping into Jacob's X-Files shows because it makes them work.
Yes,
because I get to make fun of the clothing and the hairstyles. So I can't believe that she wears some of the suits that she wears. Unimportant. So we're going to be back here, like I said, next Thursday at 5. Please, everybody's data is in the description of the show. So please go over, sub to everybody on the panel because everybody has stuff worth watching. Because otherwise, why would we do this? And is that it? I think that's kind of it. It's a lot. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with us this week, and I hope you drop by next week when we have more spicy conversations about The Acolyte, which is one of the stupidest titles in history. Until next time, be kind.
You